Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Savannah Elizabeth and today we're going to talk about migraines, my journey through life with them, all of that fun stuff. It's going to be probably a little bit intense, and if you're not interested in this, I completely understand, but I just really wanted to share this aspect of my life with everyone. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and see more of my goofy face. I upload every Tuesday and Friday, and sometimes Saturdays. Okay, I can do this. I have been getting chronic migraines pretty much since 2nd grade. I remember when I was really little, my parents didn't really believe me. Like, how often do you hear of a 2nd grader complaining of migraines? Head pain, all that stuff. And I completely understand, but that process has, in my life now, living with 2 little girls, it does help me take what's going on with them a little bit more seriously and not just write things off. I do want to talk about just my journey, things that have worked, haven't worked, little tricks and tips that I have just learned along the way. Oh my goodness. So I am 26, almost 27, so it's been about 19-20 years that I have been dealing with this. I was diagnosed in 2018 with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and I can tell you more about that at another time, but I was at a appointment for my migraines, and she listened to my heart. She was like, and then something seemed off with that, and then my joints, and then she put two and two together and figured it out. I did get x-rays done. I've had MRIs done on my head, and those have not shown anything odd, which, you know, you kind of want to figure it out, what's going on. You don't want just, oh, nothing's wrong, I don't know. You almost want something to be wrong so you can figure out your next step, how to deal with it. But we haven't really found a next step, really. I have tried so many different medications over the years. I've tried propranolol, topiramate, I've tried over-the-counter Excedrin, I've tried tension headache relief, so many things, and nothing really seems to make a full dent for me. I've tried rizatriptan, sumatriptan, so many things. I remember I've tried, so I've had pill form, I've tried the nasal spray for sumatriptan, I tried the injections, giving myself a shot while in pain. That did not, no, it was really scary. It made me like numb and weak, and I pretty much just fell asleep. Like, there was no way I could stay awake. I basically was passing out, and that was scary and definitely not something I could really do in the long term. We haven't found a preventative measure really that works. The closest we have gotten with me is Botox. 26, I believe, injections. Takes about 10 minutes total, 10-15. And they can get really tender, and they don't last way too long or work that well for me anywho. So I don't really know if it's actually worth it for me in the long run to try to pursue that. For me, my migraines look like just I am miserable. I will be crying in the middle of the night. I will be rocking myself back and forth. I will mentally go into some very, very dark places, and that is not good. Not at all. This past weekend, I have had some very bad migraines, even. Yesterday, I didn't go to Easter. I'm filming this April 5th, the day after Easter. I just, no, I couldn't. Medications didn't do enough, except made me a little numb and helped me finally fall asleep. But I didn't stay asleep the night prior. I was up at 5 in the morning for a good hour plus, just miserable, crying in my bed, sitting straight up. My boyfriend had slept on the couch prior. I had my kitty, Lucy, right in the cat tower over here, and I'm just sitting up here like this, head back, because it blocks some nerves that tell you that you're in pain, so it gives that tiny little bit of relief, and sometimes it's enough that I will be able to fall back asleep. So I have spent many trips to the urgent care, just sitting like this at the ceiling. Of course, you know, the ceiling, that's where the lights are. Sometimes I have light sensitivity, sometimes I do not. I don't have auras. I don't know. We have not figured out triggers for me either. Foods don't seem to make a difference. Weather, not really. We don't know. I do get extremely nauseous sometimes and will not be able to keep food down or water. Like, it gets bad. And I will just get to the point where I have no energy to even fight it, and I do just give up and just try to wait. Just wait it out, as miserable as I am. Currently, I do take gabapentin for some of my migraines. I take like a pill cocktail, a quart. This is prescribed by my doctor. I take 3 Excedrin, or store brand Excedrin. I like the gel tabs, they are the faster ones, and then I'll take my gabapentin. Then, at the same time, I have a dissolvable ondansetron, which is an anti-nausea. Gabapentin can be used for seizures and epilepsy, but it can also be used to relax nerves and almost like a muscle relaxer, and that is what I use it for. Growing up, my mom, on the ones where there was no way for me to be okay, and we couldn't get to urgent care, and we couldn't just go to the ER, there was a few times she gave me some of her Tramadol, which is a muscle relaxer, and that did help a bit. And talking to my doctor, and I told them about that experience, as scared as I was telling a doctor that, hi, I took a prescription that wasn't my own. And she understood. She understood that a parent, it's hard for them to watch their child crying and sobbing in pain. And I've had that experience with my boyfriend's daughters, and it's hard. And you just want to do something. And the doctor understood. But using that knowledge, that's why she gave me gabapentin to try. We found out that combination is very similar to the combination of medicine that the doctor at the ER and urgent care have done for me in the past, which is Benadryl, Benadryl, a painkiller, and then like something to help with nausea. I can't remember off the top of my head. I tried to look it up. I just couldn't, I don't know, I couldn't find it. But she pretty much was like, this is what you've been getting in an IV in pill form. This is your new, you can't get rid of this migraine. You're miserable. You need something to try. Do this. I try to save the prescriptions to when I actually really do need it. And yeah, I don't want to become super dependent on it. I do feel like I go through a lot of Excedrin as it is, and I really wish that weren't the case. It's not the cheapest thing in the world either. No medication really is. There's lots of days where I just can't really function. Today I woke up, I was so scared to even move. I was so scared to drink anything, get up, eat. I don't know. I slowly got up. I tried a little bit of water. All right, good. Okay, I can handle water. All right, I'm moving around. I'm okay. Food, though, that was the one where I was really scared. That is one I pretty much spend usually the next day eating the bare minimum, honestly. And I know that's not really good, but sometimes that's all I can do. I'm scared. I don't want to, backtrack all the progress, because throwing up usually tends to bring back the pain again, make it worse. It'll make the nausea a little better and more bearable, but the pain, it doesn't have an effect with that. I'm so lucky I have so many people in my life that understand everything. I'm sorry, I'm fidgeting. I can't help it. It's hard. It's a topic I don't really like, but it's me. We have tried multiple medications. I've tried the chiropractor. I remember I would go twice a week at one point when I was in high school. And little did we know, I shouldn't really be going to a chiropractor. My bones for cracking are not going to have the same stopping point as most people, and that could seriously hurt me with my EDS. So that's out the window. I don't have any injuries that would have caused the migraines that we can find. So everything's just kind of a mystery, and it likely will be this way for quite a while. I've been to physical therapy. We were trying to go to work on my migraines, and we weren't really finding things that helped with them there either, except for this game on my phone called Recognize. And I will quick insert a little clip of me talking about Recognize and playing the game for all of you. All right, so this is the app Recognize, and I'm going to click on science and read about that. What is GMI? Graded motor imagery. It's a form of brain training aided at reducing pain, improving performance, and assisting with the rehabilitation of a range of complex pain and injury states. GMI is based on over 15 years of neuroscience and clinical research. It has been tested. It's known to be effective, and research continues. 3 stages. GMI uses a unique 3-stage approach consisting of left-right discrimination, imagined movements, and mirror therapy. Each stage represents a progression on the last and allows a progressive, safe, and side effect-free treatment approach. I'm still working on stage 1, but I did this the other night while I was miserable, and sometimes that little bit does help. All right, stage 1, left-right discrimination. The ability to quickly and accurately recognize an image of a body area as either right or left is known as left-right discrimination. This process, which requires complex brain activity, has been shown to be reduced in many chronic pain states, including complex regional pain syndrome, phantom limb pain, painful osteoarthritis of the knees, carpal tunnel syndrome, back pain, neck pain, as well as hand and neck dystonia. This app allows you to both test your left-right discrimination ability and train it with a range of brain training games. Wow. Training left-right discrimination can activate parts of your brain associated with movement without firing off a pain response, allowing to sneak under the pain radar in this first stage of GMI. What is normal? So before this game and a while ago, growing up, I always had trouble with my left and rights, and I've gotten so much better actually since I've started this game, which, wow. I'm always amazed when I get 100% at all, and I'm just like, yes, I did it! Okay. What is normal? Based on published research, we recommend aiming for left-right discrimination results of 80% accuracy or better. A response time around 1.5 to 2 seconds. and approximately equal results for left and right. This will be easier for some, and the key here is patience and persistence. Remember, it's your brain you are trying to change, and while it won't always happen overnight, it will happen with persistence. Stage 2 is imagined movements, and stage 3 is mirror therapy. And I will link their website and everything in the description box for all of you. And there is the disclaimer. And let's get to playing. So click play, left-right discrimination. I'm going to do a basic. Current pain level is about a 3. Time per image. And how many images do I want to do? I'll do 10 for all of you. I do make the shapes a lot with my hand, but I'm getting better at not doing that. And it's really cool just seeing the change in my brain as I have been doing this so much. See, 100%. And my time was 1.6 and 1.5. And let's cut right back to the rest of the video. Actually, wait, main menu. I want to show you there's memory, speed match, lots of different modes. You can add your own images, see your results, and everything. All right, now for real though, back to the video. All right, so some of my tricks for when I'm having a migraine and I just can't at all, aside from medication, I will tilt my head back, block those nerves off, and just try to breathe as slowly and carefully as I can. Try to think positive thoughts and not let myself go into those deep, dark thoughts so that they're there. When you are in so much pain so regularly, it's hard. I get these sometimes 3-4 times a week. I almost always have a very minor migraine, but I've gotten so used to it I barely register it, and that's scary and that's sad. Hey, future Savannah, stepping in here quick. I did forget a tip that I wanted to mention. I do like to, get ready for the day, full face of makeup or something close to that, get dressed and everything. If I feel like I look okay and normal, sometimes that makes a just transition in my brain that I feel better with that. It also, I don't know how it really makes a difference, but it does to me. So I do tend to get dressed, do my makeup, even when I feel like crap. It helps me. I feel more put together. I can do it. I can survive. Editing Savannah again. Sorry, yet another cut in. I did forget to mention that I do like to use ice packs and heat packs. I'll use it on my forehead, wrap it around my whole head. I'll use it on my neck, shoulders. I rotate it back and forth. It really depends what works that day, what doesn't. It's so random, it seems, with those, but that is another trick I do like to do now and then. It relaxes muscles sometimes, so. And, the whole thing, cold, swelling. So, yeah. I do like to use the Walgreens Bed Buddy rice, or Walgreens or Bed Buddy rice packs. You can microwave them, you can leave them in the freezer. Seriously, they are my favorite thing ever. Though, careful with microwaving, you can leave it in way too long, super easily. I remember growing up, my dad was using one for himself and accidentally put it for 20 minutes instead of 2. Thankfully, it was winter and he threw it outside in the snow. But we had to go get a new microwave after that. Okay, back to the video again. I figured out ways to work through most migraines, and people will ask, they're like, wait, you had a migraine today? How did you do it? I didn't give myself a choice. I give myself a list of must-get-dones. Then I say, all right, if I can, I will get these other things done. On my pain-free days that are very rare, I tend to overdo it because I'm like, all right, I feel great. Let's do it, keep going. Let's get everything done. And then the next day, I'm usually so miserable between migraine and my other health issues. EDS, body pains, all that stuff. I will have to spend pretty much the whole day just useless if I overdo it. And I'm trying to learn still. It's a process. It's a process. I try to limit my caffeine as directed by my doctor, but I haven't noticed that to play any part in my migraines either. I do drink a lot of water throughout the day. That is my best tip. Drinking water. I do like to use liquid IV, especially on those days where I haven't been feeling good and I have been vomiting. That means the bit of water that does stay down has extra hydration and electrolytes that my body does need. So I highly recommend, if you have migraines and trouble keeping things down, get some liquid IV. That way your water is doing more of the work for you. It's so helpful. My tricks for nausea, not really. There's not really one. Just try to go slow. Try to just be careful. There's not really anything I've noticed for me. Some of my migraine medications tend to make the nausea worse. And there's days where I have to decide, okay, is it worth getting rid of some of the pain for that exact amount of pain to go to my stomach and miserable there? So it's a weird balancing game, and I really hope that this could help someone hearing my stories, my pain. I have been taking more baths with Epsom salts and magnesium flakes. I've tried magnesium, I've tried riboflavin, I've tried so many things. Can't even name half of it. It's insane. And yeah, the magnesium flakes almost are like a muscle relaxer, so taking a bath in those really helps just relax the muscles and relieve some of the tension. If tension does play a part of your migraines like mine, it can do just a tiny little bit of relief. So it's a lot of just guessing, figuring out. I've got so many things on my mind, and I tried to write a little like outline, and that just didn't work for this. I really do hope that someone finds this video helpful in some way, shape, or form, and leave me some comments. Tell me any tricks, tips that you like, and maybe someone else in the comments will read your comment and find some help out of that too. And I really hope you're all having a great day. I'm gonna go back downstairs and I'm gonna do some editing and try to relax some more before my boyfriend gets home. Yeah. I love you all. Bye.